It is the Second Punic War, and Rome is reeling from two disastrous defeats. Two entire armies wiped out on the battlefield. Their invader, Hannibal, is currently plundering through their lands, burning down every farmland he possibly can. So, they elect a man to take complete control of the entire army. They intend for him to attack Hannibal and kick him out of Rome once and for all. But Fabius, the guy they elect, doesn't believe they can do it. The last two times they tried to attack Hannibal, they walked into a trap that had their entire army surrounded and destroyed. Fabius comes up with a new strategy. His plan is to not attack Hannibal. Hannibal is hundreds of miles deep in Roman territory. His supply situation is awful. And what's more, if Hannibal can't get another victory over the Romans soon, then eventually his allies will desert him. For 6 months, Hannibal desperately tries to lure Fabius into a trap. For 6 months, Fabius doesn't fall for anything. After 6 months without a battle, Rome had had time to recover its forces and build themselves a new army. And finally, Fabius' term came to an end, and he was no longer leader of the army. With Rome's new army that they had built, they were going to attack Hannibal and defeat him once and for all. 80,000 men were sent at Hannibal's lines. The Romans outnumbered them either 2-1 or nearly 2-1. The entire Roman army was wiped out that day. Hannibal had just inflicted the most humiliating defeat Rome had ever suffered. But to this day, many still contend that 6 months without fighting Hannibal saved Rome from certain doom. You see, supposedly that 6 months allowed Rome to rebuild all its forces to fight Hannibal once again. But I'm skeptical of this. How did it save Rome when all of those forces they rebuilt were immediately all wiped out at the Battle of Cannae, and then they had to rebuild their army all over again? Was Rome really saved by those Fabian tactics? If you're an alternate historian, please tell me the answer to that question in a video that you make. What if Fabius never ever existed?